Hello, this is Elder Woolley. I just got back from serving in the São Paulo Interlagos mission in Brazil. And for those of you who don't know or haven't heard about São Paulo, it's the biggest city in Brazil and one of the biggest cities in the world. It's got roughly 2 million, 20 million people. And in São Paulo, there are 5 missions. I served in one of those 5 missions, and geographically they're very small, but my mission had roughly 7 million people in it, so it had plenty of people. Um, the people there were probably one of the greatest things about my mission. I really loved the people of Brazil in Sao Paulo. Um, I loved the food. I loved everything. The only thing that was probably really hard to get used to was the fast pace, really tight quarter city living, but I got used to that. Um, the people there are a little bit more. I think the people there are really outgoing, really happy, very huggy. They love to hug, and um, some of the experience I had a lot of experiences on my mission. One of my most memorable experiences that I had was I was opening an area with my companion, and we were trying to do everything to get to know the members there, the people there, and start working that area. And we were kind of going through a hard time trying to find people to teach. Um, we were working really, really hard. We were fasting and praying, and we had come to know this recent convert who had been baptized a few months before, and we came to know that his family was not a member of the church, or they weren't members of the church, and so we kept nagging him and trying to be persistent and trying to go get to know his family. And we'd do that after we always nagging for weeks until we finally got to know his brother on the street, and so we started talking to him. And then we said, "Hey, maybe we can go to your house and share a message or something." And so we went there with him, the recent convert. I'm going to call him Matthew, and his brother Ryan. And so we went to go teach Ryan. We went there and we taught him a first lesson. And going back there, we really wanted to get to know his mom too, but we thought that she was going to be really scary because he'd never want us to come over. And so we got there the second time, and his mom welcomed us in, saying, "Hey, my Matthew's just coming. He'll be home in a minute, but I really would like to hear you guys this time." And that just blew our minds. We were super blown away. And so we taught her, and then a couple of visits later, we started teaching Matthew's sister as well. And later, a couple weeks after that, Ryan was baptized, and then and the week after that, his mom and his sister were too. And what was so amazing about that was not just that they were baptized, but seeing them learn and actually follow the principles of the gospel, having faith and repenting, changing their lives and reading in the Book of Mormon, seeing their testimony grow, and seeing that they still read the Book of Mormon to this day. And that was just a huge blessing to me. And I feel that's one of the things that has most changed me was helping others to repent, but also learning to put in practice in my own life the first principles and ordinances of the gospel. Really learning and understanding the atonement in my life. And that's probably been the biggest changer for me was really understanding my relationship with Jesus Christ. And I'd like to bear my testimony to all of you that I know this is the Church of Jesus Christ, that He directs this work, and He's at the head of this church, that this is His gospel, and that through living the gospel, we can find peace in our lives, happiness, and salvation in the life to come. Eu sei que essa é a igreja verdadeira de Jesus Cristo. Eu sei que não existe nenhuma outra igreja na face dessa terra. Eu sou muito grato pelo Evangelho na minha vida e pela oportunidade eu tive a compartilhar o Evangelho com outras pessoas, ajudar as outras pessoas a entenderem a expiação de Jesus Cristo na vida delas. Eu sei que o profeta José Smith realmente foi o profeta da restauração e eu gostaria de compartilhar essas coisas com vocês. Em nome de Jesus Cristo, amém.